All right, hello, greetings. So this is task 2B, this screencast, I just want to quickly go through the steps to calibrate the spectrometer. I won't go over great details because they are here in the document you've been provided, but I just want to give a demonstration of the actual execution of the MATLAB code. And so if I jump over to MATLAB, I am currently sitting in the folder that contains the files that I downloaded in task 2A. So my path, right, is pointed at this current folder, which contains the two sample images of spectra from a CFL bulb and an LED bulb. And then we have these two pieces of code. One's length to pixel ratio, and the other's measure spectrum. And so for the first task in terms of calibrating our spectrometer, we are going to use this code length to pixel ratio, where we're going to convert the pixels of our image to length in nanometers. Okay, and so you can read from the document for more details, but to get this to work and to use it, I'm just going to type the name of my program, right? And what I just did there is I used tab, right? So length. So there is a length function, but then it detects this length to pixel ratio function here. Okay, and I'm going to run it. And the first prompt is select your calibration file. And so I'm going to select CFL underscore bulb.jpg. Okay, so I'm going to select my CFL image. And my image, it popped up. I have two screens. It popped up on the second screen, but here it is. I have this big figure window. And there is a prompt that appears behind it that you might not see. And so the prompt says, draw a line on the image by clicking on the middle blue band, which is at 436 nanometers. Then drag the line to the green band and double click. This is at 546 nanometers. This is therefore a known length of 110 nanometers. Okay, so when I hover over my image, you notice off my figure, right, I have my normal pointer, okay, but on my image I have this crosshair. And so I'm going to put my crosshair, so I'm looking at my blue band, so I'm going to put my cursor in the middle of that blue band. Okay. Now I have this dotted line that forms. I want to try and keep it as horizontal as possible. Okay, I'm going to put my crosshair in the middle of my green band, and I'm going to double click. Okay. I'll notice then, if I were to hover back over, it displays a length to pixel ratio. Okay, so it is able to detect or determine the number of pixels along that line. We know that it's 110 nanometers, so it calculates the length to pixel ratio. Okay, and then we get another prompt. The next prompt says, now drag a line on the image by clicking on the middle blue band, which is at 436 nanometers. Then drag the line to the left edge of the image and double click. Okay, the number of pixels to the left of the 436 nanometer band is, right, and it'll display it. So I'm going to put my cursor, right, again, pointer over my figure. I have my crosshairs. So I'm going to put my cursor right in the middle of the blue band, essentially where I had it before. Click once. Trying to keep that line as horizontal as possible. Boop. Okay. As horizontal as possible. And at the edge of my figure, as horizontal as possible, and at the edge of my figure, and then I'm going to double click again. Okay, I look over, right, so now it displays the number of pixels to the left of the band, and I have my length to pixel ratio. So I can close my figure window, and I want to record both of these values. So it's going to be important now that I've calibrated, right, I've calibrated my spectrometer. I'm going to record the length to pixel ratio in nanometers per pixel. I want to record this. Then I also want to record the number of pixels to the left of the 436 nanometer band, which is this. So record both of these, and then that's it. Your spectrometer is calibrated. Just one note that if I were to run this again, if something happens and you don't see this cursor, maybe I accidentally just did something like this, and that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, I guess I did it twice. So hold on. Let's say I'm running it and I goof up the first task. All right, so maybe I accidentally click on this blue band and double click over here. Okay, and I'm doing something crazy like this. Okay. Well, if I want to kill the program, okay, so if I X out of this, all right, there's actually going to be another figure window that appears. You need to X out of this. And so that's what I mean in the instructions. You'll have to X out of your figure window twice. And then you could come back and you could try again. So you could type the name of the function, or if you press up, you can recall your previous commands and you can go right back at it. So hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.